Hey, what's going on everyone, Airsoft Alamo here. Today I'm going to be giving you the review of the Marui Glock 19. We're going to start with what's in the box, going on my first impressions, then a chrono test, a small range test, and then the final overlook of the product itself. So without further ado, let's get right into this. Besides Marui guns always being reliable, they never ever seem to disappoint me when it comes to their box art. It tells you everything you need to know right on the front of the box, it has great detail of what it is and pretty much what you get inside. They literally leave no expense when it comes to even their box art, let alone the products themselves. Upon opening the box, you'll see the Glock itself and the magazine, and then the actual little cover art there telling you exactly the dimensions and everything about the Glock itself. Within that little cover piece though is all your extras, which I'll take out for you so you can see what you get in the box. So on the top of the lid behind the styrofoam is where Marui always put their manuals, that's where they're always at. And behind the actual cardboard cutout where it just says Glock 19 and all the details, in the top of that it's actually a small little box which they put your BBs in, your dry fire tabs, and then the barrel plug. And then behind the gun itself in the actual box is where your cleaning rod or unjamming rod is located, which I just left in the box because we've all seen those before. Now on to my first impressions. Being Marui, it always gives me that warm feeling inside, from the box art to the way the product feels and functions. Yes, it is plastic, so it is that clickety clackety sound of plastic on plastic, which has never bothered me but might bother some. I will mention this is my first Marui Glock I have ever owned, and can honestly see why people love them so much, even without gaming it. Like all Marui pistols I have fired, this is just as crisp with a fast cycle due to the small slide that 19 has to offer. At first I thought it was going to be too small, but after feeling and firing the 19 for me, it feels just right, and I have medium sized hands. Some people with larger hands might find it hard to get comfortable firing this model though. The trigger is squishy but has a noticeable wall when clicked, and a nice loud click of the reset after firing, allowing for a nice fluid follow-up shots. Some of the features of the 19 are the serrations on the rear of the slide, making it easy for racking. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any on the front of the slide. Doesn't bother me personally, but might bother some. On the trigger, you'll find the first safety of the 19. If not pushed in when pulling the trigger, the 19 just won't fire. On the rail, you'll find the second safety, which is hidden within the serial number of the 19. When this switch is pushed to the rear, the safety is active and won't fire even if the first safety is pushed in. When this switch is forward, the safety will be disengaged and the 19 will be ready to fire. I like this feature as they hit it so well and gives you that extra bit of security when in the safe zone or for storage. Now let's move on to the chrono, and after we will see how many BBs we can get through one full gassed mag. This test was done with 0.25 gram BBs and Abbey 134 gas, which is recommended for TM products. Like all TM products, they are consistent and the 19 didn't disappoint. Don't forget this was done on a 25 gram BB. I will put on the screen the first 10 shots in case you are unable to see it in the video. I will now show you how many BBs it can fire on one filled gas mag. This was right after the chrono test, so keep in mind we are already 10 shots in on the first mag. First mag down, now to reload and on to the second. Also worth mentioning, one mag holds 22 BBs. Now on to the third mag. So as you can see, it can handle up to 2 mags on one filled gas, which could be better, but being such a small mag, I'm not surprised. But now, onto the range test. Range test was done from 10 meters away and with a 0.25 gram BB. Let's now take a closer look and see how we did. As you can see, hitting a man-sized target from 10 meters away is easy. I have no doubts that if you want to use this outdoor and not just for CQB, you wouldn't miss a beat with it. Now finally, my final impressions of the Marui Glock 19 with a quick pros and cons list. So starting off with the pros, number 1, crisp firing and cycle action. Number 2, compact, fits my hand perfectly. 3, highly upgradable. 4, plastic slide, allowing it to be used in colder weather conditions. Now to the cons list. Number 1, hop adjustment could be easier to do. Number 2, second safety is blocked if you use a torch or laser. Number 3, mag doesn't hold a lot of gas. And number 4, people with bigger hands might have issues handling this model. I'm going to start giving my reviews ratings out of 10, starting with the Glock 19. Being my first TM Glock, I can easily say I have zero disappointment in the 19. and can't wait to get out and field it. It's made me look at Glocks in a new way. Though they are very common among airsofters, they are also very reliable when it comes to FPS and shooting a man-sized target. Being behind the 19, you will always be on the winning side of any firefight as long as you know how to aim and pull the trigger. For these reasons, I can easily say the Tokyo Marui Glock 19 earns a well-deserved 9 out of 10. For the two facts that it didn't make it a 10 out of 10 is because the mag only getting 2 cycles before needing a refill. And lastly, like all pistols, the 19 has the hop adjustment in the chamber. Though this is handy not always having to remove the slide to make an adjustment, you still need a small tool to make the adjustments properly, though this could be just my sausage fingers. If you enjoyed this review, please leave a like and even a comment. If you own a Glock 19 or any sort of Glock series, or what is your favorite pistol, let me know below. Thank you all for watching, and make sure to check the cue cards for my other videos. Also, check out the links below as well, they're pretty cool. Hopefully see you next time.